The cold does not welcome you, it tests you. Antarctica stretches in every direction, white, silent, and without mercy. The wind cuts through flesh. The ocean freezes at its edges. Food is never certain. Survival here is not comfort, it is pressure, every second. Only those that adapt, think, and endure remain. Everything else disappears into the snow. The environment sets the rules before anything moves. Temperatures fall below -70 degrees Celsius. The air burns with every breath. Ice covers everything, broken only by jagged ridges and shifting cracks that open without warning. There is no shelter unless it is made or fought for. The wind does not slow. It carves across the surface, lifting snow into blinding walls that erase distance and direction. Movement becomes risk. Stillness becomes risk. Every step drains energy that cannot easily be replaced. Food is never guaranteed. A missed hunt is not just failure. It is time lost, strength fading, another step toward collapse. The ocean offers life, but reaching it means crossing open ice where exposure kills slowly and without pause. Predators wait where the ice meets the water. Hunger waits everywhere else. Even rest is dangerous. Stay still too long, and the cold begins to take hold. Move too much, and the body burns what little it has left. Nothing here is wasted. Every movement is calculated. Every breath matters. The land does not forgive mistakes, it removes them. And beneath the frozen surface, something is already moving. The ocean beneath the ice is not quiet, it is darker, colder, and filled with motion invisible from above. Survival here favors those who wait rather than rush. The leopard seal moves alone, without pack or warning, drifting silently beneath the ice while its eyes track the surface and its whiskers sense the faintest vibrations carried through the water. A penguin slips in, one mistake, and that is all it takes. The seal does not chase. It waits in silence, it stays still and hidden. Then it strikes, without warning. It moves fast, direct, and silent. The impact happens below the surface. Jaws close. The water churns for seconds, then settles. There is no struggle that lasts, no wasted effort. The seal drags the body downward away from the light. Hunting here is not about power. It is about timing. One chance, taken perfectly. It waits again, because waiting costs less than failing. And in Antarctica, energy saved is survival extended. But the ocean holds more than patience. It also holds coordination. Farther out, the water shifts with purpose. A group moves as one. The killer whale does not hunt alone. It never needs to. They spread out beneath a sheet of ice where a seal rests above, unaware. There is no sound that carries upward, no signal that can be seen, but the plan is already set. One moves forward, another angles to the side. The rest fall into position. Then the water rises. A wave forms beneath them, driven by bodies moving in perfect alignment. It rises and crashes against the ice, breaking the seal's balance. The surface shifts, and the seal begins to slide. For a brief moment it struggles to recover, but there is no time. It falls. The water closes over it as the pod tightens instantly. There is no chaos and no confusion. Every movement is deliberate, shaped by instinct and passed down through generations. The hunt ends quickly because it was decided before it began. They feed together, then move on without delay or excess. Survival here favors those who plan ahead and act as one. Yet not all life moves beneath the surface. Some endure above it, where the cold never fades and the wind never rests. On the ice, survival looks different. It is slower, harder, measured not in seconds but in endurance. The emperor penguin stands against the wind. Thousands gather, bodies pressed close, forming a living wall against the cold. Alone one would freeze. Together they hold. The outer layer takes the force of the wind first. They do not stay there. They move, slowly, constantly. Those on the edge rotate inward. Those inside shift outward. No leader calls it. No signal is given. It happens because it must. In the center, warmth builds. Not comfort, but enough to survive. The males do not leave. For months they stand without food, keeping eggs balanced on their feet, shielded by a fold of skin against the cold. The storm does not stop, and hunger does not pause. Still, they remain. Some do not make it. The line tightens, the group closes the gap, and survival continues. Because here, endurance is not optional. It is the only way forward. And when the time comes, the next generation faces the same test. The chicks do not choose safety. They are driven toward it by necessity. A group gathers at the edge of the ice. Below, the ocean shifts, dark, unknown. They hesitate. Instinct keeps them back, but hunger pulls stronger. One steps forward, slips, and falls. The water claims it immediately. Others follow. There is no practice and no second attempt. The first entry into the ocean is also the first encounter with everything that hunts within it. Some surface quickly and begin to learn the rhythm of movement. Others do not return. Below, shadows shift as the same predators wait. They watch for hesitation, for weakness, for the right moment to strike. The chicks that survive do not look back. They keep swimming, learning and adapting as they move, because stopping means falling behind, and falling behind me. The ocean accepts only those who act without delay. Above, the sky holds a different kind of threat. The wind carries more than cold. It carries watchers. The giant petrel circles low, scanning the ice below. It does not waste energy on strength it does not need. It looks for weakness, a fallen chick, an injured seal, a body left behind after a hunt. It lands without hesitation. There is no warning and no pause. The beak tears into what cannot defend itself. This is not pursuit, but timing, arriving at the exact moment when resistance is gone. If something moves, it is tested. If it cannot fight back, it becomes food. Nothing is wasted, and what one predator leaves behind becomes another's survival. The cycle does not stop, but shifts, adapts, and continues. Because in Antarctica, strength alone is not enough. Knowing when to act matters more, and some take that further than others. Higher in the sky, another shape moves with sharper intent. The South Polar skua does not rely on one method as it hunts, scavenges and steals. It watches penguin colonies from above, waiting and measuring. A brief moment of distraction is all it needs. When a chick is left unguarded or an egg is exposed for too long, it drops fast, grabs and lifts, disappearing before the colony can react. When food is scarce, it changes its approach. It follows other predators, waits for them to finish and takes what remains. When the cold becomes too severe, it leaves entirely, crossing vast distances in search of better conditions. Nothing binds it to one place, and nothing limits it to a single strategy. Survival here belongs to those who adapt when needed and refuse to rely on only one way of living. Even among them, some push endurance further than most. Beneath the ice, the world narrows to darkness and pressure. The Weddell seal slips into the water through a hole carved into solid ice. It maintains that opening itself, using its teeth to keep it from sealing shut. Then it dives. It moves deep, silent, and alone. It holds its breath for long stretches, traveling through black water where light does not reach. Its whiskers guide it, sensing subtle shifts in current and the faintest signs of movement ahead. There is no room for panic and no wasted motion. Every dive must matter, and every return to the surface must be exact. Missing the breathing hole is not an option. It hunts in the darkness, then returns through the same opening it has maintained, repeating the cycle again and again. Endurance is not a moment. It is repetition, survival through consistency. Because in this place, the margin for error does not exist, and the cost of failure is final. Violence here is not chaos. It is structure. Every hunt, every strike, every chase follows a pattern shaped by need. Predators act not out of whim, but out of necessity. Hunger drives movement, and opportunity determines outcome. The weak do not survive long, not because they are singled out unfairly, but because they cannot keep pace. They fall behind, hesitate, and make one mistake too many. The system removes them. Balance holds not through mercy, but through constant pressure. Each life taken feeds another. Each failure strengthens what remains. It is neither gentle nor kind, but it works. Survival here is not given. It is claimed, moment by moment. Those who understand this move differently. The lessons are clear, written across ice and water. Adaptability matters more than size. The ones that change survive longer than the ones that rely only on strength. Conditions shift too quickly for anything rigid to last. Cooperation increases chances. The penguins endure together. The whales hunt together. Alone, they would struggle. Together, they control outcomes. Intelligence shapes survival, knowing when to wait, when to strike, when to move on. These decisions matter more than raw force. Endurance decides the rest. Those that persist outlast those that burn out. Every creature here follows these rules, whether it knows them or not, and the ones that fail to follow them do not remain for long, because Antarctica does not pause. It continues forward, carrying only what can keep up. Antarctica stands as the final test, a place where comfort does not exist and survival must be earned every moment. Only the toughest and most aware endure. The rest fade into the cold. Nothing here is guaranteed. Everything is fought for. And if you want to see more of how life survives the impossible, subscribe now.